Welcome to LA City College Sports. I'm your host, Chuck Perry. Today on the show, we have an exclusive interview with the coach of the LACC men's basketball team, Coach Jason Flowers. We'll also talk with the players, have some interviews, and watch them in practice as well. So stay tuned. Here with us in the studio today is the coach for the LACC men's basketball team, Coach Jason Flowers. Welcome to the show, Coach.
Thanks for having me.
Great. First off, congratulations on your team's improvement over the past year. 2 years ago, the team was 5-23. Last year, you jumped to 13 wins. How did this team improve so much in such a short time?
Well, first off, thanks for reminding me about those 5 wins that first season. It was a lot of hard work by some young men who dedicated themselves to the process. They came in as freshmen, a lot of them, and it was a struggle the first year. We had I think 2 sophomores that first year. Both of them ended up going on and playing basketball at 4-year universities. But the core of the group returned last year. They worked their tails off in the off season, whether it was running out on the track, in the weight room, in the gym. They committed to it and they put the work in, and they saw the results in the improvement from the first season to the second.
Wow. So I imagine that involves off-season training as well, not just during the season. They really have to keep up with it.
No, absolutely. They say that players are made in the off season, and so, like I said, we had a really good group of young men who dedicated themselves to the process. And so, again, whether it was out running sprints on the track, doing plyometrics, lifting weights, playing and getting extra shots up during the summer, they committed to it all year round.
Great. Well, what is the team's outlook for this season?
Yeah, we're excited. Obviously, with us being at the junior college level, the turnover happens, kind of every 2 years. And so we had a bigger group of sophomores last year, about 6, I believe. Many of them went on and are playing 4-year basketball now at different universities. But that means that we have a new group kind of starting all over again. We have a couple, I think 2 players that actually played any kind of minutes for us last year on our team. Everybody else is new to our program. And so it's exciting. It's another good group of young men who are committed to doing things the right way, not only from a basketball standpoint, but in the years that we've been here. This is our 3rd season. We've also had young men who dedicated themselves to taking care of business in the classroom as well. So this group is the same. We're excited about what they could be, who they could become, and I never put limits on the team or try to say, we're going to win this amount of games or that amount of games. We're just going to go out and work our tails off and see how good we can be and be the best team that we can possibly be at the end of the season.
Sounds good, Coach. Sounds good. Now, I do have to admit, I did a little, let's say I went out of bounds a little bit here. Okay. I did a little background check on you there. I found out that you were a big success in college basketball. You've played for some great teams, Sweet 16. Tell us about that.
I don't know if I was a great success. I think my greatest successes, like you said, were being on really good teams. And so I was fortunate enough, obviously, to play at UCLA and be a part of that tradition and everything that goes along with that. And in the time while I was there as a player, played on 2 Sweet 16 teams, went to the NCAA tournament, which wow. It is a great experience in and of itself, but also got to play with some really good players who went on to have great careers and went on to be great men as well. And so, it's the kind of environment, it's the kind of situation, it's the kind of legacy that we're trying to build here at LA City. Not only having success on the court, but also building young men that go on to be successful in whatever it is that they do, including being husbands and fathers.
Wow, that's really incredible, Coach. Your team is very lucky to have an experienced player like you on the team, talking about your successes on your courts and the people that you've played with. Also, you've had some experience coaching different levels. Can you tell us about your coaching experience?
Yeah, when I first started coaching, I had a lot more hair, and with coaching experience comes less hair that I've discovered and learned over the years. I've been fortunate enough to kind of never leave Southern California as a coach. I was a volunteer at UCLA after I finished playing, and then I was a girls high school coach at Santa Ana Valley High School for a year. I was an assistant women's basketball coach at Long Beach State for 4 years. An assistant women's basketball coach at UC Riverside for 2 years. I was the head coach at Cal State Northridge on the women's side for 10 years. Went back to being an assistant at Cal Baptist University on the women's side, and then I switched over, started coaching boys high school. So I was a high school coach for 1 year at Valley Christian High School in Cerritos, and then was here at LA City. So I think I went through that kind of fast, but as you can tell, it's a lot of years adding up.
Sure sounds like it. Let's talk about a few of this year's starters on the team. First of all, we've got Kai Usher. I've seen him in practice. Guy's a sharpshooter. Tell me a little bit about him.
Yeah, Kai's a LA kid. Went to Sarah High School down in Gardena, and then went to LA Premier Prep School here, ran by Keon Kendrick, who was a really good player in his time in high school and in college at Long Beach State. And Kai went to an NAIA school last year down in Texas, and decided to come back home after his freshman year. And so he'll have 1 season with us. He's a lefty who can, like you said, he can shoot it, he can score, he's dynamic, and we expect him to have a good year this year.
Sounds good. And we do have some footage of Kai Usher. Let's go ahead and go to the footage.
My name is Kai Usher. I'm a sophomore this year, and I'm a point guard and a shooting guard.
All right. And after you graduate here from LACC, what school or schools do you think you might want to try to get into?
Well, being an athlete or a basketball player, I'm really trying to get through the season and get a bunch of film so that different coaches can see my game and then make my decision from there. As a student athlete, obviously academics is first. So I'm a business major, so that's what I'm trying to progress in academically. On the basketball side, there's many ways to go professional these days. NBA is obviously the end goal, but internationally, overseas will be a good experience as well.
All right. You played a little bit so far this year. How have you done, and do you think there's anything you could improve on?
Well, we started the season off strong. We had a win at home, but I feel like we're a pretty good team. We can just learning how to work together and play together. I feel like this season's going to go really well, though.
Yeah, he really is a sharpshooter, that Kai Usher. All right, let's go ahead and talk about your center/forward, Devon Mpupe Singwe. Now, not the tallest center around, but he can still slam dunk. We've seen him in the gym. He can block shots with the rest of them.
Yeah, Devon is a returner with the most experience of the guys that we have on our roster as far as being here. He played significant minutes for us last year as a freshman. He's an extremely hard worker. He's emerged as a leader on the group and a captain for us. And like I said, he leads by example. So he's somebody who, kind of talking about the work that's done in the offseason, he punches the clock every single day. He was here almost every day in the offseason. He didn't take days off. And we've seen significant improvement in his game since the end of last season to start now. And so we're expecting him to do good things this year as well.
Let's go ahead and have a look at some of the video here of Mr. Mpupe Singwe. Not the easiest name to pronounce, but let's take a look at some of his slam dunk abilities here.
My name is Devon Mpupe Singwe, sophomore captain and center here at LA City College.
Okay, so what school would you be interested in going to after you graduate here?
My dream school has always been Auburn University in Texas. But another school I've always really wanted to go to was Xavier University of Louisiana.
Have you actually been to those states? Have you checked out the schools?
I went to Xavier for 1 year, my freshman year of college, where I was a manager for their basketball team. So I already have somewhat of a relationship with their coaches.
Excellent. And what are your plans for, let's just say, what are your predictions for this year? What do you plan on accomplishing as far as points per game or rebounds per game? What are some of your goals?
My personal goal is to average a double-double. I think I have the capacity to play at that level. But as far as team goals, I would like to win the playoffs, the SEC playoffs. every kid in the country that picks up a ball dreams of going to the NBA. So obviously, I'm working towards that. But I'm not opposed to playing overseas in like the EuroLeague or like the Philippines or wherever I may end up. And as far as my position, I know that I'm undersized for my position, so I've been working on expanding my game to the perimeter, working on my shot and my handles. But I'm really willing to play whatever position the team I'm currently on needs me to play.
Love to watch that slam dunk. He can really get up there above the rim. Now let's go ahead and talk about Leroy Perry, who's an elite defender. Let's talk about Mr. Perry.
Yeah, Leroy is a young man who actually was here our very first year and played. He played some minutes for us. He didn't play. He redshirted for us last year, so he didn't play in games. Took some time off to get better and improve in some areas. And he's come back with I think with a newfound confidence. He's much more vocal than he was, his first year. He's a guy who he just plays the game with a smile on his face. He's a great teammate. We love having him around. And like you said, he can guard the basketball. He's crafty for his size. He's able to penetrate and get in the paint on offense. We expect him to continue to develop, be somebody that handles the basketball for us, and make decisions and make plays on both ends of the floor. Wow.
You mentioned a phrase I've never heard of, a red shirt. You said last year he redshirted it. What does that mean?
Yeah, so a red shirt is basically the NCAA allows you to play, currently the NCAA allows you to play 4 years of any sport. But you have 5 years in order to play those 4 years. And so, if something happens, if there's an injury, you have an extra year, obviously, that you can redshirt. If it's just a development deal, which some people take advantage of and they just want to get better or get stronger or need to improve on certain areas, you can sit out a year and then continue to play the rest of your seasons. And so, at the junior college level, obviously with players only being able to play 2 years, it's a situation where you kind of get, once you start, you get 3 years to play 2 years. And so, again, he started 2 years ago. Last year, he redshirted, worked on some things, and now he's back playing with us again this year.
Great. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and have a look at Leroy Perry on the footage.
My name is Leroy Perry. I'm a sophomore, and I'm a point guard.
All right. What school are you interested in going to after you graduate here?
I really don't have a school in mind right now, but I would like to start either like lower D1 or D2.
Are you thinking of staying in California or possibly moving out of state?
I would hope to stay in California, but if I have to make that move, I'll make that move.
All right. What are some of your goals for this year? Like how many points per game are you looking at getting on an average?
I really wouldn't say. I really wouldn't put a number to it. I want to do what's best for my team and just make sure we win. I'll focus on the defensive end more than points. During the 2 scrimmages we had, I had a couple of steals. I'm looking forward to keeping that up and averaging at least like 3 steals a game. And, my main goal would be to go pro, get paid to play basketball, and I'll do whatever it takes to get there.
Yeah, that was Leroy Perry, quite the defender, goes for the steals. Great defender there. Let's now talk about your secret weapon, as I call him. Is this somebody we noticed in your gym just as early as last week? Now, currently he's on the sidelines, but we're going to take a look at some film here while you're talking about. The man appears to be at or near the 7-foot mark. I think you know who I'm talking about. I don't know his name yet. He has yet to play, but he'll be a very interesting person to watch when he's ready. When do you think he's going to be on the court?
We're excited about him, but again, I think we know, and I think he knows and understands that it's going to be a long process that doesn't include him playing in games this season.
Okay. Coach, thank you very much for your valuable time. I know you have to get ready for the big game today, so we just want to wish you luck today. Thank you very much for being with us today, Coach.
Thanks, appreciate you having me.
And, well, we want to tell all the students here at LA City College to be there at the Kinesiology North building for the next game. Check the schedule at laccathletics.com. LACC.com. I'm Chuck Perry with LACC TV. Thanks for watching. Go Cubs.